Hello, beautiful beings. Hello. I felt so much resistance making this video. But it's like, it's beyond my mind. It's beyond the ego. It's like, all my chakras vibrating, and I just feel that this needs to be spoken through this human vehicle. So, as I mentioned in the title, this message is like for a very small group of people that need some confirmation and remembrance of information that they already know. And as odd as it sounds, and as much as I make fun of this shit, I'm being guided to share this message, and I'm actually not even sure what I'm gonna say, and it feels really awkward, but here we go. So I'm gonna talk about the art of game playing, okay? So what if everything was a game, right? And there are different kinds of games, they're war games, Horny is here to make everything lighter, even though it's a serious talk. He's really great. It's really great, sorry. He's really great. So, the art of playing games, right? So, life was meant to be a playful game. It is a game, and it's a very complex game, and there are different levels of the game, and there are different types of games to play within the games, and the people playing the games really want to win the games, otherwise there wouldn't be a game, right? And there is no right and wrong, there are no mistakes, everything's a gift, right? But still there are different intentions, and there are different types of games. So there has been a major game being played and pulled in players that didn't necessarily want to play the games, and they kind of like broke universal rules to get more players onto their game. And the way you make a game more fun is you have more players on it, right? The more people that want to play the game, the more attention, the more like real the game feels, right? Like when you're in a sports game, you want the best players, and like when you're playing like a game with a team against a team, like you want the game to be real because that's what makes the game fun. So there is a game going on, and the game is actually splitting into two very different kinds of games. And darkness, I know that darkness has all these different connotations, like you can call it shadow, darkness, you can call it whatever you want to call it, that density, that fear-based control reality, that game of I need to keep myself safe mentality, or I need to be a good, responsible person mentality. That is density, because that is a separation thought pattern, that is a denser form of reality. It's just denser, it's like thicker, it's like not good or bad, it's just denser. And so the waves that are happening now, there is going to be more density being revealed, more darkness, and you're going to have an opportunity to choose which game you're playing. You have an opportunity right now based on the words you speak, how you respond to things that you hear or encounter, the actions that you take, and all these things that bring you into a different game are very small, minute details. It is not big things of taking action and being heroic and saving the world. That's what they fuel in you, the fear that you have to save the world and you have to be a big boy or a big girl and like step into your power and blah, blah, blah. That's all bullshit. Like, life is naturally balanced. Life is naturally beautiful. Look at nature. You are part of nature. And it's meant to be easy, so you can opt into a different game by the way you're taking responses, the small things. And any action that we take now, just to be a good person, or to be a responsible person, or to anything that isn't like fully authentic with you and feels a little that is gonna feed that game. Now, there is no such thing as a bad game. You can be part of that game. This message is for people that are kind of teeter-tottering between realities, and I know I'm kind of speaking in riddles, but there's reason for it, and whoever's meant to watch this video will understand what the message is energetically, and it's not meant for anybody else. So, so we have the ability to opt into different realities, into different games, with the smallest of actions. With the smallest of actions, and there literally is going to be a world split. We can see it now. Who is wearing a mask? Who is not wearing a mask? I don't judge people who wear masks, but I'm not playing that game. It doesn't make sense to me, and I'm actually shocked at the people who are choosing to do that, because what's happening in those little small actions of, oh, I'll just be a good person, I don't care, I look super sexy with a mask, my eyes bulge out more, oh yeah, it's funny, oh, mask time, like, those actions that seem small and like they don't matter, they really fucking matter. Like, if you're wearing a mask and it's against your own belief system, you are distorting the natural balance of the universe. Literally. Because you're not following your authentic, raw truth. You're creating disbalance and you're fueling a game that you do not believe in. You're fueling a game with leaders that you don't want to empower because you don't believe in it. If you do believe in it and it is most authentic to you, fuck yes, you wear that mask. I'm talking about the people that are teeter-tottering between realities. I'm talking about the people that are ready to step into a different reality, but they're still playing a game just because they're being lazy. And they want to be a good person, and they want to be accepted by people, and they want to be liked, and they want to be okay, and they want to be safe, but it's actually a shell. It's like a shitty shell for them to fit in. It's like I don't like the word ego because I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's like the fakeness. And those people who are choosing in fake behavior, in fake realities, in fake actions, in inauthentic expression, they're going to be pulled into a different game. You're going to be pulled into a game where it just amplifies. There's going to be more and more inauthentic action until, you know, you literally have software being put into your body and you're cut off from the natural evolution that you're meant to partake in, which is being a self-sustained creator being in form, fully stepping into your power. And this is done with small actions. This is done through actions that maybe nobody knows about and nobody acknowledges. This is about actions, smallest responses. If you are wearing a mask, maybe make a joke, maybe peek your mouth out. Maybe that little action of a joke will affect the cashier, that will affect the blah, blah, blah. It's the smallest actions. You do not need to be a fucking hero to change the world. You need to be fully you to change the world. And to be safe is selfish. To take action out of safety, is that why we're here in this reality? To be alive? We're going through all this shit so we can all be safe? Oh, does Horny want to be safe? I don't think so. He wouldn't choose to be a blow-up doll floaty thing that I hump occasionally. We're here to live fully and be awake and be fully expressed. And what is happening now is that not everybody's interested in that game of empowerment, of you and of beings. It's just a different game. Which field are you playing on? Whose rules are you obeying? Why do you do what you do? Why do you say the words that you say? Who do you say them to? How is it affecting their reality? Why? Because you want to fit in? Because you want to sound like you know what's up? That you want to feel like you're good and whatnot? Yeah? You want that energy? Okay, go play that game and just become a robot. But if you want to be fucking human, human equals like awake. Heaven on earth feels outrageously marvelous and detached from all external circumstance. It is all within. And I will say this in the most raw fucking way. We have the ability to heal any mental, emotional, physical disorders with inner innate technologies that we were born with. And that is natural, nature. It is not something you need to learn. It is not something you need to be taught. Maybe there could just be people holding you as you remember because it's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. Ugh. I get angry when I feel love. I'm not gonna scream anymore, but ugh. Oh, this is so awkward, but awkward's an orgasm. So, what do? Realize it's all a game. There is we're not fighting for what's real. When we're fighting, this is real, no, that's reality's real, no, that reality is real, then that is all bullshit. Because no reality is ultimately real. Realities shift every millisecond. People shift their thoughts every millisecond, and their emotions are shifting constantly. You think there's one real stagnant reality that's the ultimate truth? No. Those are what the controller, manipulator, energy suckers want you to believe. That there's a real reality. That this is real. basic logic. We can hack ourselves out of this through simplicity, joy, ease, play, music, movement, meditation, baths, tea, sharing healthy snacks, hugs, giggles, stupidity. Most things on Netflix are fear-based, but there's a lot of good shit there too. There's so many ways to navigate our attention easily, like Abraham Hicks says. Easily. Just opt into what makes you feel good. Just opt in. Now, the trick about what feels good is actually sometimes feeling the pain and the darkness and the density. That is what we need to feel. That's the easiest route. And that's where all the screwy stuff comes. All this like, oh, I don't want to feel the pain body. I don't want to go into the darkness. I don't want to face any of that. I'm going to be a light being. That's not the way it works. Pain, what it is actually, from my personal experience and what I've been experiencing with people around me, pain is stuffed power energy. It's power that hasn't been allowed to be expressed and moved in your body. So it turns into pain. It hurts. You're like, oh, I want this out of me. I'm having a baby. That's what it feels like sometimes. But you are. We're all having babies all the time. Just energetic babies. Or baby realities, literally. So the pain is power that isn't you're not allowing yourself to feel it. So to feel the pain, to feel that, oh, this hurts, my power's stuck from all these old programmings, from this idea that I have this issue and that I have this disease and I have the. It turns into pain, and because you're not allowing it to move, it creates dis-ease in the mind or in the heart or in the body. And to just feel it, melt into it, allow it to move, switch your judgments. What if it's just energy? What if it's just medicine? What if it's just old programming that's keeping you from feeling this pain, and the pain actually turns into playful power? You're like, oh my God, I'm unstoppable. I can do anything. It turns into the juice of a battery. It turns into life juice. Like, you turn into this avatar. So literally, do you want to play the game of being a robot or being a live, living light avatar? Because there's a world split, and it's very easily to see right now. Watch who... You can see it clearly, energetically. There are people that don't even look at me now. With their mask, they don't even look at me. Like, I don't have a mask, I'm not in their reality. I'm not even, like, walking near people that keep social. Like, I'm in a different reality. I'm attracting that reality more and more, and you can do the same. We can all do the same. There are multiple layers in the universe. Nothing exists if we don't fuel it with our attention. Our attention is the most valuable currency in existence. And these beings cannot live without our attention. So it's so simple and scary to play a different game, to honor the attention that we have, the life force, to create worlds with our playful attention, with our curiosity, to be innocent children in this like playground of life. Everybody, if you're teeter-tottering, we're waiting for you. And we don't need to know what you're doing. We don't need to know what you did today. Whatever way that in the moment, it changes every moment, please be you. And take action in a way that fuels you with life. Not pushes it down and creates pain. Not that. We don't need that. And whoever chooses the other reality, they're not going to watch this video. Like, I've been speaking in riddles, whatever. Blah. I highly doubt it's going to come off, but like, honor those who choose a different reality, because that's just as real. You don't need to fight them. We don't need to fight them or teach them. We don't need to save them. It is their birthright to choose the reality game that they choose to play for however wish they long. There isn't one reality. There are many reality games to play, and you don't need to be playing one that you are not part of anymore. Because your attention, when you feel that you're navigating into new realities and new games, you will feel like you're being welcomed with open arms, being like, welcome home! We've been waiting for you, core player, power player, creator, co-creator being. So when things feel off, let it, like, poop it out. Let it go. Let it pass until you can take action with something that feels light, with something that feels, it's not always friendly with the mind. Our minds aren't meant to manage eternity or magic or miracles. Nature is miraculous and magical. Nature is natural. And whatever doesn't feel miraculous, whatever doesn't feel majestic, whatever doesn't feel natural is not. If it feels tight, poop it out. Just feel it and just go, ah, make a poop face. Make a poop, that, great tool. Make a poop face and just go, ah, nastiest sound possible. It will allow you to feel it and release it and move on to different kinds of frequencies, because we are energetic, frequency-based beings. Society has created like literally like a thing in our control brain. They made us believe that that's who we are, and like forced us to sit on hard chairs. That's why I have a rocking chair. They forced us to sit on hard chairs and look at blackboards and use parts of our minds that weren't meant to be so developed. And we identified with that aspect of ourselves, the linear survival, safe mechanisms. But like, we're actually energetic beings, and we have so much to fucking play with. Like, if that's one part of the brain, we have so many other brain. Every cell is a brain. Every cell is made out of pure potential. Which game do you want to play? Because the dark is gonna get scarier. How you respond and accept that information, denying that information doesn't help. Because then you're gonna like resist pooping and just be constipated. You're gonna be like, ah, I wanna. So allow yourself to get bits of tastes of the information in the dark, because even when you learn dark information, it feels light. When truth is learned, it feels light, no matter how dark it is. That's how you know it's aligned with your unique truth. So we're not fighting for reality, for what's real. That's an old game of 1990. The game of 2020 is, which game do you want to play? You're free. You're sovereign. You don't need anybody to tell you which game you want to play. You don't need to figure out how to fight other people's games, because then you're just going to be playing their game. They want you to fight. They want your attention. Without any games, without any players, there's no game. So hop on board. Hop on to the board of like play and curiosity and following your raw, real flow. And that's moment to moment. That's what real is. Allow the pain to become playful power. Imagine it like a rose blooming from the dense dirt, that the mud is dense dirt and you feel it and you root into it. You allow it to move through you and bloom like a flower from the inside out. Having everything that you need to fully bloom with all the elements. Earth, air, fire, water. You just bloom your naturally nature. World split. It's happening, and it's gonna amplify, and you got this. And this was so uncomfortable for me to make. I just want to make like funny comedy videos. Like I made other comedy videos. I'm like, I can't wait to share this. But then like I literally feel, this is why I'm born, is for this time. I just know it. I don't know how crazy that sounds, but whatever. I am crazy. We're all crazy. But like, is for this transition that many, this time of this bridge, people who need an extra hand. It's like, here, you can cross the bridge. Everything's a fucking game. You're the main player. Your attention is the most valuable currency. You don't need to figure it out linearly. It just unfolds naturally. You caught my attention, the most valuable currency. I don't feel robbed. I carry a mask so I can navigate safely in both realities. We have to give each other a lot of benefit of the doubt until everyone's strongest truth becomes universal truth. I understand, Dashish. And if that feels good for you, then that's the part that you're playing. Like, if that's what feels most authentic to you. I just feel that, like, a lot of people wear a mask because they're afraid of judgment and that they won't fit in. And everything is natural balance. Maybe you're meant to wear, follow your flow. It's just, like, safely between realities. Safely is safely. Like, safely is a safely reality. So if you're playing a game where you need to be kept safe from something, then you're going to be playing a game where you need to be kept safe from something. That's a game, still. So even though you feel like you're aware of both realities, you're still teeter-tottering, in my personal perspective. But that's just my personal perspective. Maybe I'm just I meant to express it to empower you to follow your unique path. I'm not the ultimate right truth, so yeah. I was born for this time too. Yes, you were, yo, Bridget. Okay, well, is there anything anybody would like to share? of like, I don't know, a message that you would like. Oh, Samcha, speak your truth. I love you. She's my big sis. Is there anybody that wants to share something? Do you feel any fear that you want to share, like confusion, or I love you too, Brooke? Anything that you want, like, I don't know, anything like a concern, a piece of truth you want to share? If not, I'll just like close it up. I'll sing a song, okay, because there's still people. I'll improvise a song for you. I fucking love you. You got this. And I am creating a support play group on Facebook. Committing all my time to it. Just keep an eye out. Keep in touch with me, because play is the way in my reality. Born with everything you need. You were born as a creator being. You were born with alchemical frequencies. You were born with the ability to transform reality. Don't need anything from external energy. Even if it may seem external, when we know that we have everything within, it just reflects without, and it comes as a miracle without a doubt. So even though it comes through the external, it comes actually from the eternal light that is reflecting back to you all that you are. You are an immortal shining star. Let the realities die around you, those that do not serve you. It's okay to grieve. It's okay if your families are playing a different game. Okay, that's the end of that. I love you. Bye.